Now let's talk about a phrase almost every Florida driver has heard: 10-20 coverage. It sounds responsible. It sounds like you're covered. But do you actually know what it means? 10-20 means your policy pays up to $10,000 per person and $20,000 per accident if you become legally liable in a crash. That's a minimum amount in Florida, and it's not a recommended amount. Not the start amount, just a bare minimum to be on the road. Here's the problem. $10,000 doesn't go far anymore. A single emergency room visit can hit that number before the tests are even finished. Add physical therapy, imaging, or lost wages, and you're out of coverage fast. Let's make it real. You tap the back of a luxury car at a red light. It looks minor, maybe a bumper, maybe a scratch. That repair alone could run $8,000 to $10,000. If the driver or the passenger goes to the hospital, just to be safe, then there's another $10,000 or $15,000 in medical bills. Once your insurance maxes out, the rest comes out of your pocket, savings, wages, and even assets if there's a lawsuit. And here's the catch. People often say, that's fine, I've got full coverage. But there's really no such thing as being fully covered. That phrase usually means your car is protected, collision, comprehensive, and maybe rental. But it says nothing about whether you can afford to injure someone else. It's not a comfort phrase, not a coverage strategy. So what does real protection look like? Let's start with higher liability limits, maybe $100, $300, or $250, $500 instead of just a $10-20. That means your policy can pay up to $100,000 per person, or even $250,000 per person, and $300,000 or $500,000 per accident. Then you want to raise your property damage liability to either $50,000 or $100,000, so today's repair costs don't exceed your limits. And while we're at it, add that uninsured, underinsured motorist, the UIM coverage. That protects you when someone else hits you and they're the one carrying 10-20 or nothing at all. In Florida, that's more common than you think. Finally, consider an umbrella policy. It adds $1 million or more in extra liability protection over your home and auto, often for surprisingly little money. It's not about overinsuring. It's about preventing one accident from becoming a lifelong financial problem. At Vermost Insurance Agency, we help you understand what these numbers really mean and how to choose the limits that protect your future, not just your license. Because the goal isn't to be fully covered, it's to be properly protected. Have questions or you want a quick coverage review? Call one of our trusted insurance advisors today at 727-748-2886.